Okay, so imagine a show that throws you right into a whirlwind of mystery and suspense.
Where, like, every episode leaves you craving more.
Right, and that's the madness
Mhm.
for you. And today we're diving deep into episode 3.
Which takes everything to a whole new level.
It really does.
Yeah.
So remember those shocking revelations from episode 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those consequences are kicking in big time for our main character.
Big time.
Like, they're really struggling right now.
Yeah.
So the protagonist is now on this, like, desperate hunt for the truth.
Yeah, they're facing both internal struggles
Yeah.
and very real external threats.
Yeah, and those external threats are really coming from everywhere right now.
Yeah, it seems like everyone is suspicious.
So let's talk about how the chase for answers really ramps up in this episode.
Yeah, in episode 3, the pace really picks up. It's like nonstop action and suspense.
It really is.
But it also does a really good job of balancing that action with the protagonist's vulnerability.
Right, it's not just about running and fighting. It's also about dealing with the emotional fallout of everything that's happened.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so compelling. You really feel for the protagonist.
Yeah, you're totally invested in their journey.
And even though there's so much action going on, you still get these moments of quiet reflection.
Yeah. Which really add depth to the story.
They do.
And then on top of that, the relationships are like really put through the ringer in this episode.
Because like all the alliances are being tested.
Yeah, friendships are falling apart.
Enemies are emerging from unexpected places.
And you're constantly left guessing about who's on whose side.
Right. The writers do such a great job with ambiguity.
Yeah, it makes you question everyone's motives.
Is anyone truly an ally?
Uh,
Or are they all playing their own game?
yeah, like even the characters we thought were good.
Yeah, you start to wonder about them.
Like, could they be secretly manipulating the protagonist?
It's totally possible.
Yeah, and that's what makes the show so addictive.
Yeah.
Because you never really know who to trust.
Right. And then to make things even more interesting, they introduce this whole new subplot.
Right, with these mysterious new characters.
And they're so enigmatic, like you have no idea where they fit into the larger story.
No, but you know they're going to be important.
Right. They have this aura of power and mystery.
Yeah.
And it's clear that they're going to have a big impact on the events to come.
So adding these new characters really adds another layer of complexity.
Yeah, to the already tangled web of secrets and betrayals.
Exactly. And it just makes you want to keep watching to see how it all unfolds.
Yeah.
And then the flashbacks in this episode are really powerful too.
Yeah, they're not just random inserts.
No, they actually serve a really important purpose.
They do.
Like, they provide context for the present day story.
Right.
And they really highlight those themes of betrayal and redemption.
Yeah, those themes are so central to the show.
They really are.
And the flashbacks give us a deeper understanding of the protagonist's motivations.
Right.
Like, we see how past betrayals have shaped their worldview.
And how that's driving their current actions.
Exactly. And it's not just the storytelling that's impressive.
Yeah.
The visual elements of this episode are also really striking.
Oh, yeah.
Like the way they use light and shadow.
Yeah, the cinematography is just phenomenal.
It is.
It creates this really intense atmosphere.
Yeah.
And like you said, the contrast between light and darkness,
Yeah.
it really symbolizes the struggle between good and evil.
Right. And also the way the camera focuses on certain details.
Yeah.
Like a character's eyes or a weapon.
Right. It draws your attention to those
Oh.
things. And it makes you feel like you're right there in the moment.
Right. It adds to the feeling of unease and suspense.
Yeah. For example, there's this one scene where the protagonist is walking through this crowded city street.
Yeah.
And the camera uses a shallow depth of field to isolate them in the crowd.
Yeah.
And it visually reinforces those feelings of loneliness and paranoia that they're experiencing.
Right. You can really feel their isolation.
Yeah, it's a powerful technique. So overall, episode 3 of The Madness is a must-watch.
Absolutely.
It's a turning point in the story.
Exactly.
It'll leave you desperate for more.
Yeah.
Especially for fans of shows that keep you guessing.
Yeah, that are packed with suspense
Yeah.
and emotional depth.
Yeah, it really has it all.
It does.
And it leaves us with this really big question.
Yeah.
Given everything that's happened,
Right.
who do you think is going to betray the protagonist next?
It's a tough one.
It really is, because at this point, it could be anyone.
It could be.
So think about it and let us know your theories.
We want to hear them.
Yeah, because one thing's for sure, things are about to get even crazier in The Madness.
Oh, yeah. Buckle up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah.